Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about the game between Vishy Anand and Vladimir Kramnik in the 2008 World Chess Championship. This is game 5 of their match, and I'll give a bit of a context to the match. So the 2008 World Chess Championship match was played between these two players to decide the world champion. It was played in Germany at the Art and Exhibition Hall of the Federal Republic of Germany. So how these players got to the match is a bit complicated, so we'll leave that for another time. And before this game, Anand had previously won the third game with the black pieces, like, as you can see here in the third game. And this was really a huge result. And now that 14 matches are played, it's not like this match in 2008 where there were only 12 games. So winning this third game was really, really crucial for Anand to set a big lead in the match. And so this is game 5. With the previous game ending in a draw, as you can see here, Anand maintains his one game lead as game 5 begins. Kramnik White against Anand. The two players enter basically a mainline semi-Slav defense, as you can see here. And the two players entered a mainline semi-Slav defense, and during the middle game, Kramnik had kept a very sizable advantage, as you can see here. It's pretty close to around +1. And the middle game was interesting, but I want to direct your attention here to after Black's 20th move, Rook to C3. Let me just hide the notation. Okay. So this is the 20th move, Rook to C3 by Black. So here the position is around equal after Bishop takes D7, King takes D7, and a move like B5. So you see that White has strong queenside connected passers, but you can see that Black has a lot more active pieces, especially with the Bishop here, the Rook being really positioned greatly here, and the pass D pawn. And so we can see that this position is in dynamic equilibrium. However, here, let's if I can go back a bit, Kramnik went for a line which required deep calculation and was definitely not easy to play over the board. He thought it was a very clever way to win a pawn, yet he did not realize the complications that would arise. So in the position, Kramnik went for knight takes d4, which as you can see is a huge blunder. At first sight, White seems to be sacrificing a knight, and after queen takes d4, Kramnik's idea was rook to d1. Now, if Anand moves the queen, White will play, let's say the queen moves anywhere, we can say queen to e4. White will play rook takes d7 check, and after king to f6, queen h4 check, there is a strong attack on the black king, and Kramnik has a very good advantage here. So now, that's just a sample line that I showed you here. So after rook to d1, Anand played the only move that doesn't lose, which is knight to f6. We're counterattacking the black queen here. If White doesn't take the queen, Kramnik sacrificed a knight for just a pawn, which is not enough compensation. But at least after taking the queen, knight takes queen, rook d7 check, and then White will be winning the piece, right? That's what Kramnik thought. So Kramnik goes for this line. After rook d7 check, king f6, rook takes b7. There's no backward cases, right? Because the bishop is covering f1. So looks like Kramnik should be better, right? He has an extra pawn. Things are going well. Well, Anand does give the check, rook c1, and Kramnik has to block, bishop f1. And now here, Kramnik thought he had good chances to win. However, he missed Anand's next move, which shows how Anand thought this calculation deeply, and Anand realized that this position was winning for him from the beginning. So, can you find Anand's killer blow here? Okay, hope you found it. Congratulations if you found the winning move for Black, which is to play knight e3. Boom! So Kramnik did miss this reply from Anand, and credits to Anand for calculating all the way until this point to realize that the position was winning from the moment. Kramnik blundered with knight takes d4. Black is attacking the bishop on f1 a second time, and White has no way of saving it as it is pinned. If White does not take the knight, Black will take the bishop with force mate to follow. As you can see here, the bishop cannot be defended. But after f takes e3, Anand simply takes the pawn back. And now we see the real idea behind knight e3. Black has a simple idea of playing e2, win the bishop, and more importantly, making a new queen. White's only try at keeping the game is to play rook c7, giving up a whole rook. And after takes, to play g3. However, even then, Black can play rook c1, threatening e2 again. After king g2, play rook c2, king f3, because if king h3, then e2 will just win the bishop or queen. king f3, and now rook f2, which just wins the bishop by force. So this was how Anand found the brilliant move knight e3. If we could just go back here. This brilliant move here, knight e3, just a big double exclam under Kramnik's face, we can say here. Just completely missed by Kramnik, and then this helped Anand to get to 2 games lead in the match. And Anand also won the next game with white. Very incredible by him. And he did lose game 10, but then after game 11, it was decided right then and there. So this is game 5, and hope you enjoyed this.